welcome back to a brand new episode of NH Unscripted. I know, you're like hanging on right next to your radio, anticipation just growing and growing. We are coming to you from the Hollywood Square-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. Love sitting in that center square myself. Got my platform shoes on, my bell-bottom pants, my Nehru jacket. Hey, you folks, you know your job. Get on that water bed, kick back, fire up the incense. Hey, get a little lava lamp going there. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans in Concord, 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls of Manchester, and our URL, nhtalkradio.com. Try to remember to tell you that a little bit more later what's going on out there. I have a repeat guest in the house. There are some stories which are just wonderful to tell. Rubin Lichtenstein. Is that how I pronounce your last name? I never think I've ever hardly said your name before, your last name. From Rubins Hot Sauce is in the house, and we got a lot to talk about since the last time he was here. Rubin, sir.
Yes.
You had the chance to work with CTV, Concord Community TV over there, in creating a, for folks who don't know, a cooking show for them. How'd it go?
I just got word from one of the board members of CTV, and they really like it. So that was nice feedback.
They did incredible quality. I was stunned. Shouldn't have been, I guess. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I think it's just in my stupid idiocy. I'm thinking community TV. It was so professional done. Every opening shot to you in the kitchen, the step by step. I love watching every one of them. They got the menu cards in there now and everything. Folks, if you get a chance, they're giving a schedule when they're showing it on there.
Every Sunday, 6 p.m., it drops on YouTube. Just Google Rubins Gourmet Cooking or Channel 22 local Concord TV.
Man. And you've got 5 episodes total now?
Yeah, we're up to this coming Sunday will be number 4.
Yeah, man. Ooh, the Diablo one was great.
Yeah, I got the feedback that the highest rated was Seafood Diablo.
Yeah, man. You know, and that all of them were done in a day.
Yeah, we did. It was
pretty
a long
impressive.
day.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But it was still impressive because now when you look at them and they're like, the whole deal here is bake a dinner, bake whatever, in 30 minutes.
Yep. 30 minutes or less.
Yeah. A very, very impressive the way it all goes on. I loved how you worked your sauce in there, your vodka sauce, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes sense. And I knew that CTV, that they were really excited about getting it in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess that you're getting a lot of eyeballs in those shows. They have a lot. Their demographic is pretty huge. I mean, even though it's local, it's pretty huge.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So where do you go from here? What's next on the list for you?
So I've been talking to CTV about doing a couple of different shows. Mm-hmm. One is a live, just doing a dinner party.
Yeah.
With CTV and some of their associates and friends.
Yep.
And serving them a couple of different of my recipes, probably nothing that's been on the show.
Really?
And then some audience participation where they taste it and just kind of like a really laid-back dinner party atmosphere.
Yeah, you already talked to CTV about the idea?
I'm having some more conversation with them. It's not in the bag yet, but hopefully it will be.
What would be the holdup on that?
I don't know. It's just a matter of their schedule. They're really busy.
They are really busy.
And my schedule, too. My busy season starts up pretty much in about a week.
What?
Yeah, we're cranking it out. I'm doing more shows this year than I've ever done. I'll be in the New York State Fair. 930,000 people walk through the door in 12 days. It's in Syracuse, New York, but it's my old stomping ground. I lived in Buffalo a long time ago. So I'm excited about that. I'll be in the Big E again, but this time I'll be in the general store.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a couple of shelves there dedicated to us. It was very difficult to do both the Big E and New York State Fair. Maybe next year I'll figure out how to do both. I just need to hire some help.
Yeah, I know you do them all yourself.
I do.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Dude, that's insane.
So anyways,
Yes.
I'm talking to Concord TV tomorrow. Actually, we're going to discuss the first thing we were just talking about, doing a dinner party, and then we're going to also discuss probably in the fall doing another 5 episodes.
Okay.
And what I wanted to share with the audience was some of the recipes we're going to come out with.
Yes, do it.
So how to do pizza Rubins way. And I've been doing pizza for years and years. I do pizza parties.
What?
Yep, and how you can just use it. You don't have to have a pizza oven. With the right equipment and the right knowledge, you can do a pizza in 30 minutes or less. Of course, using my vodka sauce or the spicy marinara is going to be key to the best possible pizza you could ever make.
Of course it is. No kidding.
And I'll show people how to make their own dough, but also how to use store-bought dough. So you can go, if you want to do your own dough,
Nice.
I'll teach you how to do it.
What,
And
you gonna like do it from scratch?
I am.
You are.
Yeah. So that'll be just one episode, just pizza. Then
yeah.
the rest of the episodes, we're going to do some really quick ones,
Okay.
10 minutes. So in the first 5 episodes, I did a lot of pro tips on how to do your prep work.
Right.
We're going to bypass all that.
Okay.
Because it's a little. I years ago when I was living in the Bronx and working in Manhattan, New York City, I worked with a small film company, independent film company, Great Scott Films, and my friends Chris and Glenn Scott. They were interested in helping me with the next show here. They're still rocking and rolling with their business.
Yeah.
Anyways, I learned a lot about how to do a show, but nothing takes the place of actually getting in there and doing it.
Well said.
So I've never really been behind the camera like I did this time. Believe it or not, my job for the film company was I was their limo driver, but I was also their caterer. So whenever they needed something catered, I was there. I was there catering. I would bring the food and heat it up and serve the whole cast and crew. Anyways, so what I've learned from this time around was basically that I want to speed up the episodes where there's no repetitive parts.
Okay.
For instance, it was okay one time to show people how to fillet chicken breast.
Right.
But what I would do this time is if I was going to do something like that, if I had 6 or 8 breasts to fillet, I would do one, and then the rest of them, we would just speed the camera up, make it go a lot quicker.
Smart.
So keep people engaged, and it's a little boring after a while to do that. So I realized that. Also, I realized that it's real important to have audience participation, so I'm really jockeying for that in the next 3, 4, 5 episodes, probably 5.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit? What does that mean to you?
So, like what we're going to do at this party, the dinner party, basically to have people enjoying the food and getting their feedback real time. Like, what do you think of that? What would you do different? I mean, just honest. I don't have a problem if someone says, maybe a little less salt, or, I wouldn't mind if the sauce is a little thicker, or I don't mind feedback. I'm wide open to. That's how I've gotten to where I am, because I cook for a lot of people, and if someone says something to me, I'll take it personally. I look at it like, hey, I'm a chef and I want to get better. So that's how I got my sauces to the place where they're award-winning sauces, because people try it through the years. I've made changes from people's suggestions, and now I think we're at the place where it's perfect. So some of the other suggestions that I have to going forward is, like I was saying, have all the prep done in advance. So have it all ready. A lot of these quick YouTube cooking shows, they've got all the like Guy Fiero, when he goes into the kitchen, they have everything already. They just assemble it, put it together, and then it's bang it out. And that's what I want to do. I want to have a little quicker, shorter episodes where people can watch them in 10 minutes or less.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you doing that, just between you and me, are you doing that because that's the the attention span nowadays of people, or did you get feedback from people saying that?
Both.
Okay.
A combination.
Right.
I mean, I just look at my own self, and I love watching short videos, and if a video starts going on and on and on, I'm on to the next one.
Isn't that terrible? I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Throw it a website, Ruben, while you're at it.
Sure. RubinsHotSauce.com, RUBINS hotsauce.com.
Rolls off the tongue. I can vouch for his nuclear. I can vouch for that. You are listening to NH Unscripted, you lucky people out there. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans, 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls in Manchester. My good friend, Rubens in the house. Rubins Gourmet Hot Sauce, Rubens Gourmet Cooking Show. That's what we're talking all about today. We're right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We're coming to you from the Hollywood square-like things of the Beer Cake Center Studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. On your Sunday Walkmans, our URL is nhtalkradio.com. My good friend Rubens in the house. I mean this sincerely. It's not a lie. I absolutely love his nuclear sauce. I just go through it. What can I say? Sir, you had a list here, and I cut you off. Where are we on the list here? What's coming up?
To interject real quick,
yes.
You love the nuclear, so I just came out with the nuclear extreme. So for people that like it,
melt the bottle it's in. Jesus, mother of God.
Well, there's actually hotter sauces out there than that. I heard there's a sauce out there that's 3 to 6 million Scoville.
What?
Yeah, and that's kind of ridiculous.
How can you enjoy it?
Yeah,
come on, seriously.
So mine's about 1 million, maybe a million plus, but I use some of the new Reaper X peppers powder that's out.
In the extreme one.
Yeah, but it's hotter than the nuclear. Maybe about 1.5, maybe half, 50% hotter. Not
Give me
super,
goosebumps, baby. Give me
but
goosebumps.
it's so good. I love it. All you need is a couple of drops, and
That's
it just
all.
flavors your food.
I'm with you, 100%.
Add a teaspoon to a crock pot of chili, and bang.
Oh my God.
So in moving forward with
yes, we had business talk.
The next show, here's some of the recipes. We talked about pizza. I want to do pizza. How to do it in just a conventional oven. I didn't do, one of my go-tos for years and years is lasagna. So how to do lasagna the easy way, 30 minutes or less. I'm going to do one of my new recipes that I have really fallen in love with is carbonara.
Really?
Yeah. So carbonara is basically a very simple recipe. You can put it together in about 10 minutes. You just use some Italian ham. You cut it up, dice it real, and you cook it in a little bit of olive oil, garlic, and butter. And then I'll when I go through this, I'll show you the different kinds of hams you can use. You can use some prosciutto, but you cut it up. Then you mix it with some fresh pasta. Take the pasta, you put it in a bowl. You add the ham, you add the prosciutto, a little bit of grated cheese. Then you take some egg yolks, 2 or 3 egg yolks, and you separate it from the whites. You add the egg yolk in. Take some of the pasta water. You put some of that aside, and then you toss it together, and you stir it up. It gets nice and thick and fluffy. And it's just so good. It's a great side dish. It's really not meant to be a main course.
Okay.
But, yeah. So that's another one. Then veal or chicken marsala.
Your chicken episode was brilliant.
Yeah, so I did chicken cacciatore and I did chicken parmesan. Now I'm going to do chicken marsala. Wow. Marsala is beautiful. It's basically you use Sicilian marsala wine. It's a nice sweet wine, and it just gives it a nice flavor.
I didn't notice you did happen to say on your episode you do like wine.
Right? I did say that.
Yes, you did. Go ahead.
Another one is pulled pork, and we're going to use my spicy barbecue sauce on how to do a pulled pork real easy. I'm debating if I should do the Rubins baked beans. They're really good, but it's not a 30-minute it's pretty much an all day thing.
Yeah.
So I might direct people to the website to if they want to spend more time in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
That would be something they can do on their
Wait,
own.
couldn't you like start it though, right, and then do a time lapse kind
I
of
could.
thing?
I could.
Yeah.
That's
I know you.
See how it is over here? Giving me these tips. I like it. But here's a pro tip from Ray. And then peach maple salmon. Now, my peach maple, when I was at the Big E last year, this past summer, I had right across from me was a maple ice cream vendor, and people would bring their sundaes over, and I go, hey, try this peach maple on it. And they're like, hot sauce on it? I go, trust me, just try it. If you don't like it and you have to throw that ice cream out, I'll eat the ice cream and buy you another one. I had a line of people.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were coming with their ice cream. Everyone was hearing about it.
Hot sauce and ice cream.
Peach maple hot sauce.
Okay, yep.
And it's a mild medium sauce, not super hot, but the heat kind of dissipates with the ice cream.
Yeah.
And just it's kind of like if you've ever had chocolates with a little bit of chili pepper in the chocolates.
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
Got you.
And then another recipe I want to throw out there is Rubins wings. Now, I do wings different than most people.
Okay.
I do them two different ways. One is twice cooked.
Yeah.
So you fry them and then you bake them, or you just bake them, or actually three ways, or on the grill. So what I do...
No deep frying for you.
I do sometimes deep fry it, but I'm kind of, me personally, for health reasons, I'm getting away from fried food as much as possible.
Looking good, by the way.
So what I want to do is I want to show them how to do it on the grill. Now, we don't have a grill at the facility. We're going to be doing probably 90 low again.
Yep.
But I can still show them how to do it on the stovetop. So what I do a lot of work with the oven. I show people how to use the oven like a grill. Mm-hmm. So it's a matter of going from broiling from regular temperature, 375, 385, 390, 400 to broil. Wow. And you can actually get the same effect with a broil. You can get it nice and dark and crispy on the outside. So you can broil your food and it's almost like deep frying, especially if you know how to spray it with the right kind of oil. You just spray it with a little bit of oil to give it that nice crispy texture.
Yes. I love wings. All right, so that's going to be one of the ones you're going to do. Are you, when you look at wings, do you have the flat versus the...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
do you care?
There's a restaurant in New Hampshire that does the whole wing.
Yeah. Not cut, right? Oh.
Yeah, right here.
That.
I got the shirt
Tap
on.
House.
Thirsty Moose.
Wow.
Thirsty Moose does that. There's one in Meredith. There's one at Portsmouth, and there's a third one. I can't remember where it is. I think it's North Conway, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
And there might even be more than three, but I've been to the one in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and the one in Meredith. But it's one of my favorite wing places. I mean, their wings are so good.
They bake theirs?
They do not deep fry it. They grill them. Oh. So they come out nice and grilled.
Did they have a smoke to them too then?
Yeah, they do smoke them. They smoke them and then they grill them.
Oh,
yeah, they're so good.
Kill me.
And I, of course, I always have a bottle of my sauce, so I douse it in one of my flavors. My favorite flavor, everyone asks me what's my favorite at all the events. My favorite flavor is the spicy barbecue.
Okay.
It's just amazing. It's got the smoke. It's got the bourbon. It's got the mango and pineapple. So it's a mixture of pretty much all my sauces together. Whoa. And then it's my own barbecue sauce recipe that I mix together. And it's the bomb. It's the bomb.
Pass out the bibs, baby. Pass out the bibs. How many sauces do you have now, Ruben?
I have 6 sauces and 6 hot sauces and 2 Italian sauces.
Okay.
And we're looking at maybe next year coming out with a pre-made mix for not Bloody Mary, Caesar Mary. I don't know if the audience knows the difference between Caesar and Bloody. Very simple. Caesar has clam juice. It's a Canadian thing.
Okay.
So not everyone would like that, but it's my Canadian friends talked me into doing that because they said, all right, you go to the liquor store, you go to the supermarket, how many Bloody Mary mixes do you see? A lot.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own Bloody Mary mix.
Right.
Have you ever seen a Bloody Caesar? Never. I've never seen one on the shelf. Now, you see Clamato juice,
Yep.
but not a Bloody Caesar, where you got it's basically like if you took Clamato juice and you added all my seasonings.
Yeah.
And so I also did a test at I had a big barbecue with a couple hundred people a couple years ago, and I went around and I did taste testing for it. And the main feedback I got back was, as a premix for adding alcohol, don't make it as spicy. So I cut the spice in half, and everyone said, you got it now.
Huh. Is there a certain... So there's certain spices that go with that?
I tried a lot of different peppers, and I found that cayenne and a little bit of habanero was the way to go.
Okay.
I use a lot of Carolina Reaper, and that was overpowering. It took away from the taste of the premix.
That's
so
good.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's next on that then?
Well, moving forward, some of my goals coming up. I started it with the Hannaford local program, selling my sauce in Hannaford. Right now, we're nailing down the stores. Now, I'm not going to start out. Everyone's like, oh, you're going to be in all New Hampshire? I wish.
All right, hang on. I have some questions about that, too. I'm glad we parked right there for a second. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah, you are. You know it. We're coming to you from the dating game-like things of the WKXL studios in Concord. No, I'm not dating Ruben. I'm just saying. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Talking hot sauce. Yeah. Put your head around that one. Ruben and I will be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. I know you're holding your breath, waiting for us to come back. Well, here we is. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on the Sony Walkman speed. 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls of Manchester. My friend Rubins in the house. Talking about Rubins Hot Sauce, Rubins Cooking Show, Rubins Everything. Ruben, I want to park here for a second. You said you're in the Hannaford local program. What does that take?
So, first of all, that would be under the category of wholesaling.
Okay.
So, specialty foods, wholesaling.
All right.
And you always have two ways to go. You can you have a distributor distribute for you, which I'm not ready to do that yet because that means I have to have a co-packer that can handle something like a Trader Joe's account or something really big.
Yeah.
So I can do about 1 to 2 pallets a month. It would be my maximum right now with my co-packer, which is a lot, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But and then there's the distributor, and then there's the self-distributing. So I'm a self-distributor, which means that I choose the stores I'll be in. Then I have to service them with Hannaford Local. They want you to be there once a week. So you go, you show up, you look at the shelf, you restock it if need be. I can do a tasting whenever I want.
You can. Okay.
Yep. So obviously I'm one person going to New Hampshire is a big state.
And he's doing the shows. Eh?
So if I've got if I've got 25 stores, that means I'm going to be basically that's all I'll be doing.
Yeah.
25, 50, 100 stores, that's all I'll be doing. So I chose about 10 or less, and we're going to start with about, I think, 6 or 8. I can't remember. But we'll basically start around the Lakes region, and we'll be around the Concord area here. And so we're getting ready to rock with that. It's taken a while. They're kind of like a big battleship. It takes them a while to turn around. Yeah. But I'm excited about that, and it's another great way for me to get more exposure.
So this is like a tentative kind of excitement, right? I mean, if you need to grow for them, what does that entail? I mean...
Well, like I said, you have self-distributing, and then you have a distributor, so I'd have to get a distributor.
You would?
Yeah.
Sure. Once you get above what, the 6-8 stores, or can you handle more than that?
Yeah,
yourself?
I can't handle more than that. It's just too. I wanted to do the whole state of New Hampshire until I realized what was involved. I had no idea until I found out from reading the contracts that I have to service them every week. So I think there's 88 stores in New Hampshire. Wow. Yeah, imagine traveling to 88 stores.
Yeah, no kidding. When they say they have like a certain vendor day there, like, so when you say once a week you have to service them.
That I couldn't answer that yet.
Okay.
I'm not quite at that point to find out what the days are.
Okay.
I know most everything, but that's one thing I don't know.
All right. Are you looking down the road to go like a Trader Joe's or something?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah.
You are.
So when I was in Virginia Beach a couple of years ago, I was at the Neptune Festival. There's about 250,000 people walking up and down the oceanfront boardwalk. I lived there for many years, raised my 2 kids there. So I was very familiar with the area, and I was very excited to do the show. Anyways, I had someone who was one of the owners of a big co-packer company outside of Richmond, Virginia. Mm-hmm. And he said, yeah, we do Walmart. We do Costco. We do a couple others. We could handle any volume you could throw at us.
Wow.
And at the time, he said, we don't have any hot sauce, so we'd love to bring that in. So I got really excited because I thought he was basically saying he was going to put me into Costco or.
Oh, got you, yeah.
But that was the dad, the owner of the company. When I spoke with his son, he's like, yeah, don't listen to my dad. He says, we'd love to handle anything you could throw at us, but we're not going to get you the contracts. That's your job.
It bites.
So,
like you don't have enough on your plate as it is.
But that's one, and there's other co-packers that can handle it. Something I've come to learn through the last 5-6 years doing this business is there's not a lot of co-packers around the country.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Like there's one in New Hampshire.
I didn't know that.
There's maybe 2 in New York, where I used to have a co-packer in New York. And I think there's a pretty decent one in Boston and maybe another one in Massachusetts. But as you can see, I'm having trouble coming up with how many there are because there's not that many.
So if that's true, then they must be busy.
Yeah, they all are busy.
Yeah, scheduling must be a nightmare then for you.
I've worked out the system with my current co-packer. So, yeah, it's put it this way. I can't change my schedule once I give it to them because then they'll be like, we can't handle any changes. We can't add you. You make sure you know what you need for the year because we're that booked up. And they're 3 months behind, too.
Dang. All right, I'm going to come back to co-packers here in a second. But go ahead.
Well, I did want to say throw out a hey to my co-packer, Genuine Local in Laconia. They're awesome. Great family-run company. Very, very into quality control. And thank you so much to the crew there and the owners there for how you've taken care of me the last many years. Yeah. But so in moving on,
yep.
Next year I want to do more fairs, more festivals.
You're killing me. Dude, how can you possibly...
Well, here's how I can increase my volume. So, like in the winter, I've been teaching skiing, and next year I've cut back to just a few days instead of 3 months. So I want to go to Florida and do the Strawberry Festival. So I'm investigating that. I haven't decided. I have to see if the ROI is going to be there. Because I'm in it to make money, not just to go and
business.
Right,
Absolutely.
It is a business to make profit. This isn't a nonprofit thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
So more fairs, more festivals, promoting our famous gourmet sauces. Mm-hmm. I'd like to get back in touch with the Food Network that reached out to me last year at the Big E. And
where are you on that?
I just haven't been able to get up with them, but they did say that when we're done with Concord TV, they would be interested in taking the show and
was that
putting
NBC
it on
or someone or
yep,
CBS
NBC.
Yeah. So
that'd be great. That would actually be a pay gig, so I would get paid to do that because this is and I have some goals, 5-year, 10-year goals. By the way, a nice little announcement here. Today, I got my first order from Alaska.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm trying to figure out if they found out about me through word of mouth or if my sister-in-law, who's a doctor in Alaska, working with the indigenous people there, and she's running a big healthcare firm out there. She she was one of the big executives at the at the one of the hospitals here in New Hampshire, and she decided after 29 years to move on to Alaska for the adventure. Imagine.
Yeah, don't we all?
So I love her. I love her posts on Facebook. She gets around from town to town via a private airplane that takes her around.
Oh my God! It's like some TV show. My God,
it would be a great TV show. It really would be. I got to talk to her about that. So we should film that. But anyways. So, yep.
So when you say you got an order from Alaska,
yeah,
what does that mean to you? Are we talking somebody bought a bottle? Or?
Off my website, they bought the variety pack, all of my different, just a sample of all the different sauces. They didn't get the Italian sauce, so because they're in Alaska, I threw in spicy marinara.
Oh, look at you!
I wanted them to try it, and so I'm saying to myself, you know what? This could be a big thing in Alaska. And what really excited me is when I went to the post office, and I said, "So does this cost more?" And they said, "No, Priority Mail is whatever you can fit in the package. It's one price to any state, even Hawaii." I was
Seriously?
like, yeah, because I was afraid it was going to end up costing me more.
No kidding, right?
And price me out of the competition.
Yeah.
Because Amazon will go to Alaska and they don't charge more, and I wanted to make sure. I used to be on Amazon. I decided to opt out of Amazon.
You had your product on Amazon?
I did for several years.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was doing really well there, but the problem is they were nickel and diming me they were nickel and diming me. After a year, if I didn't sell a certain amount of inventory, then they would charge me for it.
What?
And then after 2 years, I'll discard my product, even though it's shelf stable for a lot longer than 2 years. I'll discard it because I want to. Yeah, I want to make sure. Well, my products move fast anyway.
Yeah.
I make enough to sell, but I didn't know when I signed up for Amazon how it was going to work. So I sent them too much inventory. Then they were charging me for having to dispose it too. So I was like, but when it was all said and done, I don't think I made any money with them, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah,
to not make any money.
Exposure though, does it help at all?
Not really.
Okay.
It wasn't that great. And another thing that Amazon does, and I'm not here to bash them, but this is just something they do.
Go finish.
If they like your product, and if people like it, they'll come out with an Amazon version of your product.
Ooh, dude, yes. Okay, I've heard that. I've heard about medicine, too, and they do all that stuff. Yeah. Tricky sons of guns.
So they're basically competing against you on their site.
Yeah. No kidding. Folks, you're listening to NH Unscripted. Today, these are reasons to get out of bed, baby. We are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of WKXL Studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on those Sony Walkmans, baby. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. My friend Rubins Hot Sauce in the house. Got a lot more questions for him. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We're coming in from the Petticoat Junction like date. The WKXL Studios in Concord, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on those transistor radios in Concord, 101.9 FM for the beautiful, beautiful soul of Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Hey, you get up 2, 3 in the morning, looking for something to do. Head out there, NH Talk Radio. There's so much information that goes on out there. And by the way, we're celebrating 80 years of exemplary community radio here. 80 years. Gotta be doing something right around that long. Rubin is in the house, my friend Rubin. Rubin, so I want to tell you a couple of things. If you're going to do the lasagna, when I'm going back here a bit, are you going to be talking about making your own noodles from scratch, or is this kind of an out-of-the-box thing?
No, I'm still going to keep the theme of 30 minutes or less. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm going to take the typical lasagna recipe.
Yep.
And I'm going to simplify it for people so that I'll give you one little tip.
Sure.
So you can get lasagna noodles. You do not have to pre-cook in the water. They cook with the sauce. Yeah, they make.
What?
Yeah, so that saves you the time of having to. And plus, I have a lot of trouble myself with lasagna in the water because when you're going to take it out, sometimes it'll fall apart.
Yep.
But with these all ready to go, you don't have that problem. So that's one of the pro tips I'm gonna give people.
Oh yeah, no, that's smart. That's smart. Hey, look, we all know people are busy, man. That's what I like about your show. It's just quick. People they can get out there. They can get a quick look. I love the recipe cards. They look beautiful too. That was a brilliant idea. I know. Was that your idea, the recipe cards?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fascinating. So anything, I'm sure that they can do to cut down on time. So you have a 5-year goal and a 10-year goal.
Mm-hmm. I do.
What do they look like to you?
So my 5-year goal is to have a bigger presence in the wholesale market.
Yeah, you're pretty big now, right?
Not really.
No,
Come on. I'm not big. I'd like to be in something like Trader Joe's. I think is a perfect fit. So
you think Amazon nickel and dime? Do you wait till Trader Joe's gets a hold of you?
But I think that my sauce, even if they did a white label, a private label, I think my sauce would be a better fit in that kind of a store. And I also think Whole Foods would be a great place for my sauce.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But unfortunately, Whole Foods, when they got bought by Amazon, they're not the same company they used to be.
I've heard that.
So I think it's gone downhill, but that's my personal opinion.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You had a company like Amazon going to nickel and cut everything they can, nickel and diming people.
And then who knows? I mean, part of my long-term goal would be to develop the business with the networks. If I could develop a cooking show, that might take precedence over actually going out and selling sauce and just to be teaching people how to cook and doing a fun show. And maybe it'll end up being a challenge show like they do a lot. That seems to be a big hit.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You know, hey, you 5, we're going to go and see who does the best bolognese sauce. That was my first episode, how to do bolognese, Rubins way. Mm-hmm. And that was a recipe that came down through my family. So it's 60 years of working on that recipe.
You gave your mom a lot of kudos.
I did. I wish she was around to see it.
Yeah, good for you. Where's I going to go with that? When you 10 years. So I'm thinking you've already got a pretty expansive business. I mean, and you're handling all yourself. That blows me away, first of all. But a 10-year goal. So 5, I can see trying to maybe get into Trader Joe's. But are you looking at like having to bring on other people to help out?
It's funny you said that because I was just about to interject and say that would be something I want to do in the years to come is bring some people in.
Yeah.
I talked to my son who's retired Marine Corps 20 years and now he's out and I said just for the shits and giggles, if I had an opportunity to bring you on board, would that be something you'd be interested in? He goes, heck yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. He goes, as long as you could pay me enough.
Does he do anything for you at this point? Is he involved at all?
When I did the Virginia Beach Neptune Festival, he helped me with that. That was a 4-day festival, so it was a lot of work, and it was 12 hours a day.
Did you bring all that food with you? All that?
Yeah,
all
I did.
Your stock?
Yeah, it was a long haul with a U-Haul.
Yeah, not good.
But it was a lot of fun. It's in September, and we got lucky with the weather, so it wasn't super hot and humid. It was like in the mid 70s, not humid, so it was perfect. No hurricane, nothing to worry about. The year before, I was signed up for the festival at Neptune, and it got canceled because of a hurricane. I can't remember which hurricane it was, but I think that was in 2019. So you'd have to look it up and see which hurricane came in 19.
COVID hurricane. Can you tell me a little bit about, for folks who, let's say there's some young entrepreneur out there, when you say you got a co-packer, can you explain to the audience what they do for you?
Sure. So in New Hampshire and most states, in order for you to sell any kind of food, you have to have that you prepare and then you bottle and you sell. You have to have all of the licensing, and like for instance, I have a Surf Safe certificate, which means that I've gone through how to handle food safely. which I really don't have to have because the co-packer has all of that. They have all the licenses, all the certifications to be approved by the government and all of the agencies that determine that you're following all the health codes. So anyways, that's number one. You want to have a co-packer because you can't cook it in your kitchen and sell it unless you actually have a certified kitchen, which means you have to go through all of the specifics. You got to have like in Connecticut, I did have a certified kitchen, and they came out and they tested my cooking process. Wow. That was when I started my company in Stamford, Connecticut. And it was a long, laborious thing, and it was hard to keep on top of it, too, because they would come in and make sure you clean meticulously. Everything has to be meticulous. You have to make sure your pH and your pH value means that no organisms can grow. And that's why we use vinegar. It helps keep the pH under 3.9. And then you want to make sure that you hot fill it. I have a hot fill product. So it's got to be 180 degrees Fahrenheit when it's in the bottle.
Got you.
And
when it's in the bottle.
That's when you're pouring it.
Got you.
After that, once it settles and you're sealed, it's hermetically sealed, which means that no oxygen can get in there. So between the fact that it's the pH is where it's at and that it's oxygen doesn't get in, the product is shelf stable, it's called. So that's the reason for a co-packer, basically. Not to mention my co-packer, I basically gave them the recipes.
Yeah.
And they took all my recipes. And, of course, I have a NDA and all that with all the agreements with them that it's between me and them. No one else gets a recipe. So they follow the recipe. I got to tell you, they do a great job. Like when I first bought, I was real concerned about my Italian sauces being the way I make it. And when they came out after the first pilot batch, I just said, I can't believe it. You guys nailed it. This is just how it tastes when I make it. So that was really exciting that I had a co-packer that could do that and was so concerned about following my cooking guidelines. Yeah. Because I had a couple of specifics that I wanted them to adhere to. And if they couldn't do it, I wouldn't have them do it. Yeah. And like, for instance, I wanted only fresh herbs, fresh oregano, fresh parsley, fresh basil, fresh garlic. All of it had to be fresh. And that, like in my cooking show, I show how we steep it in a bag, like a tea bag. Yep. And they already knew what I was talking about when I said I want it steeped. I don't want the leaves in the sauce. And I don't want the leaves. I don't want the twigs. Yeah. So that's the benefit of a co-packer, where you can bring it to them. The recipe that they source the ingredients. Of course, I oversaw the sourcing of the ingredients, make sure it was what I wanted, like Italian tomatoes, not junk, really good quality. And then they cook it, they bottle it, they label it. And all I got to do is pick it up or get it drop shipped to my whatever customer.
This blows my mind. That can happen. For folks who kind of maybe don't know, sometimes when you are cooking one batch, right, you just got 2 or 3 bottles for yourself. Recipe's great. But scaling up is not the same, and it's not easy. Oh, my God. Rube, my friend. It's like having coffee with a friend. Give us your website, my friend.
RubinsHotSauce.com. Check out our website. Click on the Inferno Man for more recipes. And search in YouTube Rubins Gourmet Cooking to see my shows.
Perfect. CTV's got you covered too, baby. Wow, what a great show. You've been listening to NH Unscripted. I cannot believe the time goes by like this. See, we are coming to you from the YMCA like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord, and I can smell the pool chlorine all the way over here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls of Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Hey, go find Rubin's stuff, man. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. See you in the next one.